All right, good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. We just got back from working the swing shift last night, so a little bit of short rest here, but we had to get up because we have to get our final draft of subject matters written, and so that will be edited today and then eventually published tomorrow. So the way that we've been doing it is we spread out our publications by about a day or so. So Subject Matters goes out on Wednesdays, Cracked Gaming goes out on Fridays, and then Rookie Money goes out on Sundays or Mondays. And then the EM Bullets gets published sort of sporadically, but usually about twice a week. And so we try and spread it out, but it means that every day of the week we've got to be doing something. And this week I'm a little delinquent on the episode. Alright, so I have finished the editing of I finished the typing of the rough draft of our article for this week. And so we're going to give a call to our editor, and we'll just go over some quick things with her, and then she'll go through and edit the document. We're using Google Docs right now, which allows us all to be on the document and edit it and leave notes for each other. So in terms of workflow, that's worked out pretty well. So we'll go ahead and give her a call. We'll go through some things, talk about some other sort of advances and changes that we want to make, and then she'll go through and edit it, and then we can do one last final read through before getting ready to publish tomorrow. So let's go ahead and give her a call.
Hello.
Hey, it's me.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Did you have a chance to pull up the document?
Yes, I did. I'm in the middle of reading it right now.
Awesome. All right. What do you think so far?
So far, it's a good one. It's a little long, but...
All right. So I actually wanted to touch base on the length about that. Do you think it would be worth shortening the length of some of these articles, which would allow us to both maybe turn out more or make it easier on us to turn out more, and then also easier on our readers to read them?
Yeah, but there's a problem with not being able to go in depth. When you shorten them, you lose some of the depth of what we're trying to do and get the whole project out. But I think it would be easier for the reader to not have to read through this 3-page thing, however many pages it is.
Right.
But it also might make it easier for us to put out the Sunday article that relates to this one. So if we can't get it all in on Wednesday, we can get the rest of it in on Sunday.
That's actually a really good point, right? Yeah, leaves a little sort of wanting more, or a little bit of openness to, like, being able to read more about this topic instead of having just read this long essay. So right now when we actually started, I was targeting about 850-ish words. Now we're actually up to like 1,300-ish words.
Yeah.
You know, we could drop it down to like 750, you know, which is just over a page or so, and then do those follow-up articles like you had talked about.
Yeah, that seems, and it also gives us, sorry for the change of thought, it also gives us time to see what, if we're writing really currently, you know, it gives us 4 more days or so to see what's developing.
Right, right. And I think I've sort of enjoyed doing the follow up. And I think, you know, some of our readers, some of the feedback I've gotten is like, oh, you know, like this is great. You know, finishing the thought, right?
Right.
All right.
Yep.
So
I agree.
all right, so maybe we'll implement that into this week's article, and then we can look at the statistics on Substack, which is what we've been using to publish, and you know we can see sort of how that plays with our audience.
Right, if they go back on Sunday to read it.
Right, exactly. All right, sounds good. So you'll go through and when you get a chance, and just leave some notes and make some changes in this, and then I actually have to work today. But so then when I get back, probably either late tonight or early tomorrow before we publish, I'll make some changes.
Okie doke. Sounds good to me.
Awesome. All right, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
All right, good morning. It is now Wednesday morning. We had done some editing last night. The editing team sent it over to me again this morning for a final rough draft. So our subject matter article should be all set to go. We're going to publish it probably in about a half hour here. It's always a little nerve-wracking to send something out, but I think we're all set. We are going to publish using Substack, and then we've also been using Medium as a way to publish our posts, just trying to capture like a larger audience share. So it's pretty much the process for our newsletter for subject matters. We're still like refining it a little bit. Basically, the rough breakdown is write a rough draft Sunday, Monday-ish. Really, it starts with coming up with ideas for this week's article. Saturday, Sunday, Monday-ish, we're writing a rough draft. Tuesday, we're editing, finalizing that draft, and then Wednesday, we're going to publish. We've done okay. We have a decent amount of subscribers. We're like 95-ish subscribers now. Usually, we pick up one and lose one each week. So we're at 95 subscribers. We've been using social media for some advertising, a lot of Facebook stuff. We've tried both the paid route and the unpaid route, you know, just sort of posting posts. Originally, our best sort of way to pick up subscribers was through word of mouth. That's sort of tapered off a little bit. We need to sort of figure out what we're going to do to keep our stats growing, our subscriber list growing. That's definitely been a challenge in terms of the newsletters specifically. All right, so we just tried to publish to Substack, but it's had a website error, which is super frustrating. So I am waiting for the Substack site to come back online. I don't know. I mean, we use Google Docs to save our work and sort of pass it back and forth. So I still have my work saved, but it's just a little frustrating because like sort of the final look and editing of the content was not saved. So I am going to go for a quick workout, and then when I come back, hopefully the site will be online, and that way we can get things published. All right, we just got back from the gym. Substack was able to come back online, so we were able to get our article out on time, which is great. And so part of the trials and tribulations of using a third-party site, but really happy we were able to get this edition out, and pretty proud of it. So you'll have to give it a look and check it out in your inbox. All right, so the article just got published, got it out right on time, which is great. But I think you guys should check it out for yourselves. Awesome. So subscribe at subjectmatters.substack.com. You can get that delivered right to your inbox.